Well, welcome to Unreal Adventure. It's a new thing,
Yep.
but not really.
We are embarking on a new and exciting event that's actually not new at all.
Yes.
Christian and I have been doing another event that has a 25-year history. This would have been the 25th year, but it was an event called Ultimate Adventure. You guys are probably very familiar with it, have been following it. If you found this, I'm sure you
might know what it's all about.
Yeah. But for reasons that really aren't worth getting into, and we really don't understand anyway, and it doesn't really matter, the company that was largely responsible for that event has decided to, along with the magazines and stuff that it killed, decided to discontinue the event as well. But Christian and I have so much history, and the event itself has so much history, we just couldn't let it die.
Yeah, we're not ready to let it go, so here we are. We've got our cronies, we've got a group of great sponsors, and so we're forging ahead with Unreal Adventure 2024 presented by Skyjacker Suspensions.
Ultimate Adventure was a 7-day long, for lack of a better term, endurance event. It's not a competition, but it was an event where you basically live out of your 4x4 for an entire week. You have to be completely self-sufficient. There's camping involved, but you have to do anywhere from 1,000 to 1,400 on-road miles, and then we try and hit hard trails every single day, like legit trails. So if it sounds like it's hard on equipment, 100%. If it sounds like it's kind of tough to do as well, it's tough on you, yep. But at the end of it, you really feel like you've accomplished something, and most of the people that have been involved with this event end up making lifelong friends. And
it's a huge, powerful team building experience, and it's also action-packed. It's something the audience really loves, the participants, sponsors. It's and most of all, it's real world. Like, we're not faking anything. We're out there really doing it. We're not cutting corners. If we say we're doing a trail system, we're really doing the whole trail system. No artifice at all.
Nope. In addition to all the off-road stuff and the road days, we try and put in some fun things. Cool museums. We've done mine tours in the past. We've visited maple syrup factory before. I mean, you name it. You know, the event itself is going to happen the last week of September. You don't get to know where, though, because among other things, that is a highly kept secret. Those that
part of the adventure.
Yeah, that's part of the adventure. So those of you that get chosen, you will know where you start. You will know where the end is, but you will have no idea what's happening in between those times. And it's really just part of the fun.
It is.
So as part of that, we bring a video crew along with us. I'm happy to say that we're using the same fantastic production team that's been doing Ultimate for many years now.
Yep.
Nobody has ever complained about the quality, I don't think, of the videos themselves. It was the quantity and the short
duration.
length. Well, that was all dictated by the company that was running this event. Now that it's Christian and I, we are actually doubling, more than doubling, not only the number of videos, but the length of the videos themselves. So you can expect much more video coverage, much more extensive video coverage. That way, even if you can't be a part of the event itself, you can still experience it.
If you can't be a part of it, you can still be a part of it. We really want to get inside this event and give it the exposure it deserves from all angles. Get to know the people on it, how they built their rigs, why they built them the way they do, what they're making for dinner and camp at night, how they pack, why they're packing what they do. If there's a field fix or a break we've got to handle, we really want to be able to give it time and go in there and show the process of how the participant assesses the situation, and then the cronies come in and we all pull together and help effect a repair, and then keep on keeping on as a group. Well, the application process used to be really cumbersome, but we've streamlined it. If you go to our website, unreal-adventure.com, you can apply right on the website. You will fill out a questionnaire. upload your photos, and there's an optional video. We highly recommend you add the video because oftentimes that is the deciding factor when we're selecting our applicants.
In terms of the process, this is not a democratic process whatsoever. Basically what we'll do is Christian and I will take a look at the applicants. We will then narrow that down to about 12 finalists. We will publish those, for lack of a better term, on social media. And then from there, we'll do a phone interview with each of those 12 guys. And based on that, Christian and I will pick anywhere from 2 to 5 participants to join us.
Well, really as many as we're able to keep the group at a manageable level. So it depends how many vehicles we have, and then we'll fill in the blanks with as many invited readers as we can.
Yeah. So if you are chosen to be a part of Unreal Adventure, there is no cost to you. There's no, we're not going to ask you for money or anything like that.
There's no entry fee.
There is no entry fee.
You have to pay for yourself.
However, while there is no fee to be a part of Unreal Adventure, you are responsible for your own expenses. So obviously, time is running out for you to be a part of this year's event. If you don't get chosen, don't get discouraged. We have had participants that have applied 5, 6, 7 times over the years. And really, it just boils down to each year is going to be different. Each year, we're looking for a mix. We're looking for some variety in the group. Obviously, a video that's got 20 jails on it is going to be really boring. So we're looking for variety. And so obviously, that changes from year to year because of the different vehicle mix. So even though you don't get chosen, we might be Jeep heavy that year, and which is often the case.
Or it sounds dumb, we might have too many yellow vehicles and yours is yellow. We're just trying to balance things out.
Yeah. So, or maybe we're a little bit full size heavy and you've got a full size. Mm-hmm. Well, it just changes from year to year. So please don't get discouraged. We plan on doing this for a long time to come. And there's plenty of other opportunities to be involved.
And once you apply, we don't toss those out. We keep them, archive them, bank them, however you want to phrase it. That said, if you have applied, you weren't selected, and you make upgrades to your rig that you think might improve your chances next year, go ahead and reapply. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's funny, back in the day, you would see cars on truck chassis, and it was kind of, sometimes it was cool, a lot of times it was something you would roll your eyes at, and oh man. But surprisingly, we got more than one car chassis vehicle applicant. One that was really cool was an AMC Eagle, which was a factory offered 4x4 from the get-go, but this one is really done up. Unique, cool. It's kind of one of those things is, I wonder how that thing's gonna do.
And he did a good job keeping it low, but keeping it proportional. That's what really grabbed my eyes. Is it, it's got these honking huge tires. Those things factory came with like 26s or 27s or something like that. But he did a good job with the way he trimmed the fenders and kept it low. I think it's just got a really cool look.
I can't imagine how much work it was to chop all that sheet metal out of that thing and still keep the structural integrity.
Oh yeah, because I believe that's a unibody car.
I thought so too, but I'm no Eagle expert.
Yeah. I just know that in order to do what he did took a lot of sheet metal work. So.
And it looked like he was out there using it, which is important too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's definitely one of the standouts this year for sure. So there's another one that just absolutely blew me away. And when I first saw it, I was like, this guy has no idea what he's applying for or something like that. But the more you get into this thing, we started specifying or looking at the specs. It's unbelievable. It is a BMW X5, I think.
Yeah, which again, not really a truck, not really a car, certainly not something you would think is a hardcore 4x4.
Yeah, but we're talking 6.2 LS.
408 cube LS,
probably
6L80 transmission.
Yeah.
Doubler T-case, a 203 and a 205 T-case, 1-ton axles.
1-ton axles.
High-level fabrication on this thing.
It was actually, I believe he mentioned it was a SEMA project.
SEMA car, I think 2 years ago.
And fully linked suspension. It's on coilovers. The fabrication looks absolutely phenomenal.
It's badass, and it's clean.
Yes.
It's really clean.
Yeah, it is super clean. It'll remain to be seen if it's as clean, if it's still going to be as clean by the if he makes the cut. But that thing is absolutely phenomenal. And then on the inside, it looks completely stock. Like,
yeah, what got me in his walk around video, he just, and I'll show you underneath, he reaches in and pops the hood handle. You know, you wouldn't think it would still have like even a functioning hood latch because there's so much chopped out of it, but yet it still looks like it could have just been a slightly tarted up X5.
The air conditioning works. It's on either 37s or 40s.
Yeah, big tires.
If he makes the cut, that will be the first BMW in the 25-year history of this event.
I can't remember ever seeing one on the trail anywhere, even a dirt road.
You know what? That's actually a really good point. I've seen some Cayennes and stuff, but I have never seen a BMW on anything other than
we'll see.
A paved road.
Unreal Adventure might be bringing you the first off-road BMW.
Yeah, and that thing is cool for sure.
And another one talking about chopping up something and going for broke and making a vehicle meet your needs no matter what. LX 450 Lexus, which, you know, is a pretty capable 4x4 right out the box. This guy in Texas just didn't think that was good enough and just took a Sawzall to most of it.
Mm-hmm. So an LX 450, of course, is a SUV in standard form. This one is no longer an SUV. It's kind of more of a pickup cab, and just kind of he back-halved it. And
the wheelbase is super short.
Yep.
Almost like a Jeep CJ.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see the specs on what that thing actually is. But again, big tires, rowdy V8.
LS powered.
Good fabrication again. And then things like paddle shift, transmission shifting, and
functioning air conditioning once again.
That's cool. And he had a really good walk around video too, which helps. Hint, hint.
And even the way he did the pickup conversion was actually really well done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he started with the back half of a pickup cab, or I think he said he made it though. So I don't know. We're gonna. That's one of the questions we're gonna ask him. But it's obvious he uses it because it's not exactly straight. We'll just say that. It's obvious that he uses it, and he uses it hard, and that's what we're after. But it's been together for a while. It's very well sorted out.
Yeah.
Should be pretty reliable, and we take all that into consideration. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a fresh build.
Yeah.
But those tend to be a little bit buggy, and so, you know, sometimes having a vehicle that is seasoned, let's just say, is sometimes a smarter bet.
Yeah. And along with all the memories that, you know, we were fortunate enough to make having run Ultimate Adventure, we also made some really great relationships, especially with those sponsors who believed in the event and supported it, and who coincidentally have stuck with us as we embark on this new endeavor. So the first of which that comes to mind, obviously, is Skyjacker, since they are presenting Unreal Adventure for 2024.
Yes. Yeah. So the Skyjacker I think they celebrated their 50th anniversary last year. Still a family-owned business. Fantastic group of people. JR is just a salt of the earth. He's the current president.
And a heck of an off-road driver, too.
And can hold his own behind the wheel. Yeah. Let's just say that. But I can't thank those guys enough to step up in such a way on a, you know, yes, it's an established event, but in many ways it's new, and just to have their support, literally, we could not do this without partners like Skyjacker and some of the other guys that we'll talk about as well.
IH Parts America, since that's the company that spearheaded this whole build. Jeff Ismail, Zaid Ismail, Norma Ismail, the whole Ismail family. Great company supporting these old pieces of American iron. And from Scouts to International trucks, whether you're restoring it or building an off-road crawler, they've got the parts to help you get that accomplished. And really, again, grassroots enthusiasts themselves are out there on the trails every weekend. Another one that came on board is Milestar Tires. We've been running these for a couple of years now, and they're tough as nails. We really like the price point, we like the durability, we like the performance, and most of all, we like the company, because Milestar is not sitting out there in some corporate island. They're also one of those companies that are out on the trails using their own product, and they're very, very receptive to consumer feedback. So these are the Patagonia MT-02s, which are a result of a lot of input from people who were using the original Patagonia MTs. And they were willing to say, okay, we understand that you like how they work here, here, and here. We understand that you think they could do better in these other areas, and so we're going to make some improvements to give you the tire that you want to wheel.
So last but certainly not least is another longtime sponsor of Ultimate Adventure, and that's Quigley. Those are the guys that make the 4x4 van conversions. Very, very cool products. But in addition to that, they actually also build drive shafts. So they are, you can actually call them and have a custom drive shaft made to your specifications. So Quigley has come on board as the official drive shaft.
But prior to that, they were out shuttling our video crew in one of their conversion 4x4 vans for years, until finally they said, hey, could we bring another vehicle if we came in as a sponsor? And so now we get the benefit of watching two Quigley vans wheel, one piloted by Tiger and Renee LeBrun. And Tiger is just a walking endorsement for the durability and toughness of the Quigley product, because man, he ain't afraid of the throttle.
He I think pretty much just knows full send, and
he's got one speed, and that's all the way up.
We have had some incredible. I encourage you to go check out some of the older videos, because he has made some good footage over the years.
Quite the driver, and he will put that big green van places you would not think possible.
Yeah. So that's all we have right now, but we've got a couple others in the works that we hope to announce in maybe one of the subsequent videos, but can't thank the sponsors that have come on board so far enough.
Right after we finished shooting this video, we got notified from Stephen Watson, the president of Offroad Design, that he was coming back on board as the official transfer case of UA. So the next video, we're going to show you inside and out of this thing, put it up on a lift, show you all the cool fabrication underneath, and we're going to take it out in the dirt and on the street. Because this is what Trent and I are going to be driving to lead Unreal Adventure 2024, presented by Skyjacker Suspensions.
One last thing, guys. If you found this, know that there is a lot more content coming on this channel, and we're planning on doing it for a long time to come. Plus, we're working on some other things that will hopefully keep this channel relevant. But the only way we can grow this thing is you guys, if you can hit subscribe, hit the like button. It really means a lot to us. It does a huge solid to the event as a whole, and you get those notifications when new videos come out.
Right, right. And also you can find us on Instagram at Unreal Adventure Official, and on Facebook in the Unreal Adventure page.